Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Stanford's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So SMU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
QB draw. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Mustangs want to move quickly. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Touchdown, SMU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Turning on the Jets. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Stanford. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Cup. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had snags it down the right side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it first and 10. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. The sweet feet buy a little time. Makes the grab, it's Johnson. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Wants to keep it in the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Cooper. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll set up to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yards just because of the body blow.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Using his legs, it's Irvin. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still...
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Got room to work. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Brown will throw it. Gets it out quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wants to change this route. The toss sweep to the right. Wide open spaces. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Harden. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. The Mustangs with the 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, SMU! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Brown wants to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled.
Oh, out of space. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Buys a little time with his feet. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Stanford lines up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll run the toss. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the tight end. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Quickly to the tight end. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Jennings. He's going to run it. Across the 45. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Knight. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. And still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Give to the running back. Oh, better look out. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Try to get it to the edge. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. To the ground with the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Brown will throw it. Plucks it out of the air. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Takes the handoff. It's Irvin. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. He'll pull it on the read. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Intercepted for the 11th time. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinal! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around the globe for a long time. They're up 14 over Vanderbilt. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Here's the handoff. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses to 40. Oh, he got loose. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try it over the left side. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? The give to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Big man has it, it's a first down and more. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires it incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cooper. There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that is another.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Mustangs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. The offense changing the play. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stayed tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on fourth and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Makes the catch. Loose. Rolls in. The 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. On target. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Now from inside the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Cardinal! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Jennings. With the catch, it's Brinson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
This time he's got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Maryland. Really good surge for this offense. They moved the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Give him 6. Touchdown Mustangs. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Short gain on the play before he slides. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Makes one man miss. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Right on the money. There he goes. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
He'll pull it down. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Brown wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He caught it into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Great place to start for this offense. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference, defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point is good.
Stanford, 35.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown will throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Complete downfield. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports